Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we'll create a dynamic ball grid visualization with random scaling using instancing. Instancing is a powerful technique in TouchDesigner that allows you to efficiently duplicate a single 3D object multiple times, with each copy's attributes, like position, scale, and color, controlled dynamically using data from tables, chops, or other sources. Let's start by adding a circle SOP and connecting it to a transform SOP. Scale it down to 0.02, and then connect this transform to a null SOP. I like to add a null at the end of my input nodes. It helps keep things clean and organized. Now let's set up the render network. Add a geocomp, a camera comp, a constant mat, and a render top. Apply the constant mat to the geocomp and assign it as the material. Next, we'll set up the instancing data. For this, add a grid SOAP and follow it with a null SOAP. Change the grid size to 1.7 by 1. Now move into the chop domain by adding a SOP to chop. At this point, you can optionally add a noise SOAP after the grid. I'll leave it off for now, but we can come back to it later to experiment. Rename this null to translate. We'll use this data to instance our circles onto each point of the grid. Go back to the geocomp, enable instancing, and use the translate null as the translate OP. Assign TX, TY, and TZ to translate X, Y, and Z respectively. For some randomness, add a noise chop and set the following parameters. Type to random, amplitude to 5.48, C to 2.67. After that, add a filter chop leave the rest of the settings as they are. Next, bring in a math chop and rescale its range to NIDA 0.1 to 1 saw under the range tab. Now add a resample chop, turn off time slice, and set the following parameters. Method to new rate, new interval, units to absolute, start to 0, end to 399 samples. For more variation, add another noise chop to random, and another resample chop with the same settings as before. Combine the outputs of these two resample chops using a math chop set to add. After this, connect a trim chop and set the following. Units to absolute, start to 0, end to 399. Follow this up with a null chop and rename it to scale. We'll use this as our scale OP. Assign channel 1 to scale X, Y, and Z in the instancing setup. To position the camera, set the camera comps translate Z to 2.3. Next, add a noise top and configure the following settings. Period to 2, exponent to 0, amplitude to 0.42, turn off monochrome. In the Transform tab, use the app's time expression for Translate Z. For better quality, go to the Common tab and set the following: resolution to 1280 by 720, input viewer smoothness to nearest pixels, pixel format to 32-bit float RGBA. Now combine the render top and noise top using a composite top. Set the operation to multiply. Match the same pixel format and viewer smoothness settings here as well. To make the borders of the circles more defined, add an edge top and tweak its parameters as needed. Let's layer everything together. Use another composite top, but this time set the operation to over. For some final touches, grab the Sharpen Comp and RGB Delay Comp from the palette. Connect the composite top to the Sharpen Comp and then to the RGB Delay Comp. Set the Sharpen amount to 1. Finally, use a Transform top to set the background color. I'll go with white for the background. Don't forget to turn on Comp over Background Color and turn off Pre-Multiply. Wrap it all up by connecting an out top and toggling on its display flag. If you want to, you can go back and enable the noise SOP we disabled earlier. Experiment with its parameters to add more variety. But for now, I'll leave it off. And that's it, you're done.